another lesson on social studies. Our lesson today, I will not tell you, but I will show you a video. And from the video, you're gonna say what you think our lesson will be based on today. Is that clear? Alright, so without any hesitation, let me go straight into the video and we're gonna go into our lesson. We have a nice activity, nice lesson today. Enjoyable one, right?
Welcome to another video. In this video, you will learn about the East Indians. The East Indians came from India. The first group of Indians came from Chotanagpur, Burdwan, and Bankara. They were brought by the Europeans to work on the sugar plantation. They came on 2 ships to British Guyana. The ships are the Whitby and the Hesperus. They arrived on the 5th of May, 1838. The East Indians who arrived were sent to estates across the country. Some went to estates Highbury and Waterloo in Berbice. Others went to Bellevue, Riedestein, Freedom Hope, and Anna Regina. The Indentureship Agreement. Only men were allowed to sign the Indentureship Agreement. They agreed to work for 5 years, after which they could return to their country. They would be given a place to live, wages, clothing, rations, medicine, and medical attention, all for their labor. Over the years, other groups of East Indian immigrants arrived in the country. They came from Madras and Calcutta. Here are some of the ships on which they came. Their life on the plantations. Everyone except for the very young and very old had to work. Children in the Creole gang, who were between ages 5 and 10, had the following work: weeding, clearing of drains and trenches, taking water to cane cutters, applying manure to plants, and taking care of animals. The East Indians lived in lodges, and on some plantations, they worked from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. They were given rice, dried fish, onions, pepper, ghee, turmeric, and tamarind to use. The plantation owners also give them a yearly allowance of 2 blankets, a dhoti, a jacket, a laskar's cup, a wooden bowl, and a brass cup. How they were treated. Some plantation owners treated the Indians cruelly. They were flogged with a cat-o'-nine tail, while some of them were locked in a sick house. Because of this treatment, the immigrants often ran away. When they were captured, they were beaten, and a salt pickle was rubbed on their back. On other estates, the Indians were treated well. After the indentureship period ended in 1843, some of the immigrants returned to India. Others received land in exchange for their return fare home. On their lands, the East Indians built homes and places of worship. The government of the day realized that if all Indians returned home, there will be a labor shortage. As such, they created land development schemes to persuade the Indians to stay. The land development schemes were instituted on the east coast of Demerara, Berbice, and in Essequibo. The East Indians were also given assistance to acquire lands at a very cheap price. They bought Unity Lancaster, Windsor Forest, the Jealousy, and Hague. In these schemes, the Indians planted rice, and they also engaged in farming. Strikes on the sugar plantations. While working on the estates, the East Indians and plantation owners had differences which led to strikes and riots. Here are some of these disturbances. The Devonshire Casa Riot. This occurred in September 1872. Workers at this estate protested for high wages. 5 workers were killed during the riot. Some years later, on Plantation Lenora, on the 16th of February 1939, factory firemen shared their grievances about having to work long hours without extra pay. This caused other workers who were also dissatisfied to engage in strikes. 4 persons were killed while several were injured during the strike. On June 16, 1948, workers on Plantation Enmore striked and protested against a new cotton load system. During this protest, 5 workers were killed and 14 were wounded. Today, those 5 workers are known as the Enmore Martyrs. The East Indians have contributed in many ways to Guyana. Some ways in which they have contributed are:
Alright, so we're gonna stop the video up to there because I don't want us to go into the contribution of the East Indian to the Guyana society, right? Or the Guyana culture. So, our lesson today will be based on which ethnic group? The East Indians. Now, today's lesson, you will learn why, where, and how the East Indian came to British Guyana. Remember, at that time it was British Guyana. Isn't that so? Was it Guyana at that time? That you know now. How that Guyana is spelled? How we spelled the Guyana at that time?
Capital G-U-I-A-N-A.
Yes, capital G-U-I-A-N-A. But after we gain what? What we gain? We gain independence. The I changed to Y. So that's how we end up having capital G-U-Y-A-N-A. Right? That's just a brief discussion on how Guyana went from British to Guyana. So today we're gonna look at why, how, and where East Indian came from to British Guyana. So at the end of this lesson, I'm expecting you to know those things. I'm not expecting for you to know where they came from, how they came, and why they came. Right? So based on the little video, can you remind me, tell me why East Indian came to Guyana? It was there in the video. Yeah. They came to Guyana to work on the sugar plantation. Do you agree with that? Yeah, they came to work on the plantation as what they came to work as? Yes, indentured laborers, right? I remember we did indentured labor. We did a indentureship. What is really the indentureship? Come and talk to me. Stand on your seat. Yes, Karuna.
Sign agreement to work for 6 years.
Excellent. Good. Anybody else? Same thing? Anybody else? So, what Aruna and Zamir is saying that indentureship is a sign, it's like a signed agreement or a signed contract for them to work for a fixed period of time, right? Remember, the Africans, they were what? They were slaves, right? And the Portuguese, they came also as what? The indentured laborers, right? And then after the Portuguese, we have the East Indian. By the way, the East Indian are which group to come to Guyana? Is it the first, second, third, fourth, sixth, fifth, or sixth?
Four. Four.
What is it? So let's review. Let's go. Who came first? Who came second? Who came third? Who came fourth? The Portuguese, and that was the lesson we did the last time, isn't that so? We did the contribution of the Portuguese, and now we're looking at the East Indian. So the East Indian is which group of people to come to Guyana? The fifth group, right? The fifth group. Now, based on the video, can anybody tell me here? I don't want those person who have answered before to tell me. Anybody else to tell me which continent you think the East Indian came from? Yes, Rocha. Pardon me? They came from the continent of India. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they came from the continent of India, right? Not India. They came from the country. Sorry, they came from the country of India, but which continent? Asia. They came from the continent of Asia. I made a mistake there, right? My apology. Now, Asia is the continent, and India is the country. Remember, a continent made up of how many countries? A continent is made up of more than one country, right? So, in the continent of Asia, you can find India, and there is where the East Indian came from, right? I have a little map. This is a map. Can anybody tell me this map is depicting what? What this map is depicting? Continents, what else? Rivers, rivers or oceans? Oceans, yes. And what is this map? The whole thing, what do you call it? You call it the world map. Yes, you call it the world map, right? Now, can anybody quickly, come on, Nehemiah, quickly can show us the continent of Asia? Quickly can show us the continent of Asia. Do you think he is correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he is correct, right? And which continent can Guyana be found in? South America. Come here, man. Show us the continent of South America. Good. Do you agree with that? Yes. So it means the compass come here and the come here. Is not so? Is it not so? Wait, do you think they fly with plane? How do you think they reach here? By ships. Good, by ships. Like what is it said in the video? They came by ships. How many ships? Two of them, right? Two. Can you remember any of the name? Krish. The MV Whitby and the MV Hesperus, right? It's Whitby, right? Good. So let's name the ship. We have the MV Whitby and the MV Hesperus, right? Now I'm gonna show you the journey that they took. The journey that they took. By the way, do you know who went for them? You think they came by themselves? Do you think they came by themselves? So who went for them? Yes, son. Very good. The Europeans. Remember the Europeans, they operated a large scale of what in Guyana? Plantation, sugar plantation. And after the African, they had rebel and they left. They had to get what they had to get. They had to get workforce, isn't that so? Yes, they had to get workforce. So, do you think anything can happen without people without we having people working? Do you think the work can happen? If let's say that we have this yard to rake up, but we don't have anybody to rake it up. Will it rake just like that? No, then they had to get workforce. So after the Africans left, the Portuguese they came, but they wasn't too well on the plantation, so they didn't perform well. So the Europeans they said, you know what? We have to get other people to work on this plantation. So that is how they came up and say that, you know what, we're gonna go to India. we're gonna go to India. And at that time, India, why they choose India is because India is going through an economic crisis. Right? Food and so on was a big thing at India. They didn't have the amount of food and everything. So you know what they said? They said they will go and tell us we have work for them and we're gonna pay them. So we can bring them and they can work for me, and that's how we're gonna, do our thing. And that's how the East Indians came to Guyana, because the Europeans, they went for them. Right? They were going through a hard time in India. You understand, class?
Yes, sir.
How many of you are East Indian here, by the way? How many of you are East Indian, by the way? Stand, all East Indian. Stand. Yes, we do have East Indian. All of you here are from the group or are from the ethnic group of East Indian, right? Very good. Take a seat. Good. Take a seat. Take a seat. Good. So let's go. So here, quickly, somewhere around here, we can find the country of, which country this? India, the country India, right? Remember this Asia, this is made up of a lot of countries. So somewhere around here you can find India, right? This is where, right? This is where the East Indians, they were living. You understand me? They resided here. So when the Europeans went with the boat there, MV, tell me, MV with the and the Esperance. They went with the boat, connect them, and they come through the ocean. The Indian Ocean, travel near the continent of Africa. Yes, so as they come, they travel. Do you think this travel will take 1 day or 2 days? It takes quite a long time, right? It's only looking like this, but remember the earth or the world is a very big place, right? So it took them, I think it took them a long time to reach to Guyana. So as they came, they came into, they came, and traveling, they come around here, and somewhere around here we can find what? Guyana, British Guyana at that time, right? Somewhere around here we can find Guyana. So if you notice, this was the journey. India, right? India, they came in the 2 boats. You think the boats had engine at the time?
No, sir.
What kind of boats were they? Sailing boats, right? So that was the journey, right? So I'm gonna ask a few of you to come and show the class the journey. Come and show the class the journey. Come here, I can show the class the journey. Use a marker and show them the journey of the East Indians. Yes. So this is where? Guyana at that time? What was it? It was British Guyana, right? Good, let's have Ashton. Come on, Ashton, show us. Good, this is where? Where is this?
India.
Is it on which continent India is founded? Asia. So they came from here, yes? And they headed to British Guyana. Who brought them there to British Guyana? The Europeans. Yes, the Europeans. Very good. Give yourself a little clap. Good. Good. So, at this time, I want to show you guys some pictures, right? Some pictures with the 2 boats. So, it's not that clear, but you could recognize these 2 boats, isn't that so? Right? You have one of them is the Whitby, the MV Whitby, and another one is the MV Hesperus. Right? These are the 2 boats. Right? You can pass, no? Just look at it, you can pass. Quickly. Good. So that's cool. But after that, we have this was a picture of how they work in the ships. Right there, how they work in the ships. Good. Now, this is another picture. This is a picture now of the early East Indian. Look at it carefully, right? It's black and white because they took the picture in the early, right? Early East Indians. You see that? You see that? So those who are East Indian here, these are four parents, right? And here, this is a picture of them working where? On the sugar plantation. You see there? On the sugar plantation. You see there? It's an early picture. Right? Good. Everybody clear on that, class? Everybody clear on that? So at this time we're gonna do a little role playing, right? A role playing. Now those boys, they might want to know why they have tag on them. Now those children who have tag on them, you come. You come. We're gonna role play, right? We're gonna role play. So, if you look on the ground here, we have the continent of Asia. So Asia, you find yourself here. Then we have the country that is from Asia, India. Quickly, Europeans, you have your boat. Another European, you have your boat. And we have the East Indians, South America, Guyana. Here, South America, right? Continent, right? East Indians? Yeah, that was India. Right, good. So let's role play what really transpired between the Europeans and the Indians. So Europeans come with your boat. Remember the two boats, right? We have the MV Hesperus and the MV with B. Good. So they give the Indians. So from you boys, one you got go in there, one you got go in there, right? Yes. Let's just sit down. Just sit down. Sit up, sit up. Yeah, sit up there, right up. Carry them through the journey now. This is the journey. Right? So we come into which? Okay. We come into what? Guyana, British Guyana, right? So come through. Good. So what you just observed in class, that was what? That was a journey from India to British Guyana. Very good, children. Give yourself a clap. Good. Come on. So, yes, class. So we are now gonna I guess start enjoying the role play, right? The role play depicts the journey from where? From here. From India to British Guyana, right? What are the two boats? Are the two ships? What's the name of the two ships? Good. Why did the East Indians came to Guyana to work where? As? Who brought them there? Europeans. Very good, right? Very good. I have a worksheet. On this worksheet, let me distribute it. You're going to write on it, right? And then you're going to paste it into your book. together. Now at the top of this worksheet, you can see some words, isn't that so? This is the word bank, right? The word bank. You're going to use these words to complete the worksheet. So at no time anybody could tell me that they can't spell a word because all words they are here, right? Now can you see? Alright, let's go to the first. And read to me. Where?
Where did they come from?
Where did they come from? Where did the Indians?
The Indians came from the continent
Of something. Put in your answer. The word is at the top here. Which continent they came from? Are you done with that? No, can you see on the map? Can you see a world map? Now I want you to take a pencil and trace to me the journey of the East Indian to British Guyana. Trace it. Everybody finished with that?
Yes,
So
sir.
as I go around, I see that people are doing the right thing, right? They feel good. Okay, yes. So far, so good. Good. Let's go to the next question. Wait till me, they came.
They came from the country
India. From which country? India. From which they came include something, 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 and something. These are the districts. They are right at the top there. Remember in the grade you had it? In the grade you see it. They said it. They came from districts like Bankura, they came from Bardhaman, they came from Sultanapur, and Kolkata. And Kolkata. These are like cities in India. Different cities in India from.
Of course.
Yeah, so everybody finish with this third part of the worksheet? Let's go to the fourth part of it. Read to me. How?
How did they come?
Good. They came on ships. The name of the two ships they came on were the something and something. Yeah, so go ahead. The words or the spelling of the ships, they are in the word bank. Go ahead and put in it. This was the two ships that the boys were pushing, right? question on the final part of this worksheet. Read for me. Why did they come? They came to work as something on the sugar plantation. Oh, you know it, right? All three lessons you were telling me it. Now, children, I guess that's everybody finished with the worksheet, right? Let's go through, let's recap what we learned today from this lesson. Which ethnic group we looked at today? Where did which continent they came from? Which country?
India.
Who brought them to? Who brought them?
European.
Good. So the Europeans brought them to British. Yeah. To do what? Work on the sugar plantation as?
Indian child labor.
Very good. Give yourself a little clap. You did work today, right? Very good. So, you're going to paste a little worksheet into your workbook.